Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hablo Miguel. This is Michael from the 7-Step System to pass the TOEFL IBT. And I'm not going to use your name for privacy purposes, but I'm going to take a look at the comment that you made at my site. You know what? I'm going to give you a welcome here. You made a comment, you've already joined my service, and I'm telling you, I will create your account as soon as I can this morning after my first class. But let's take a look at your situation here. All right, and other people at YouTube might also have a similar situation, so that's why I'm doing this publicly, to give everybody a chance to kind of hear your situation and also my advice for you. So you say, I'd like to join your classes, and I know that you've already done that from my PayPal email. You said, I just took the TOEFL IBT. I got 106, 29 on the listening, 28 on the writing, 27 on the reading, and 22 on the speaking. Okay, so your problem is you have a conditional offer from a university, and you need to get at least 23 points on the speaking. This is the second time that I've taken the TOEFL test, and I've raised my points 2 points overall, but I got 22 in the speaking again. I hope you can help me, and yes, I can help you here. So for you, like the last person I talked to already this morning, you want to focus, I think, in my pronunciation and my speaking steps of my 7-step study guide. So you don't need to do everything here. You've already proven from your test you have very, very strong overall academic English proficiency, and you simply want to score a little higher in the speaking section. So let's take a look at what your score means. I'm going to open up a website right now. It's a guide to what your score is. So you got 22 points on the speaking. And if we look at the independent speaking rubrics, I'm going to click on these right now. And you're probably looking here at about 2.83 out of 4. And what this means is you do have some unclear pronunciation problems, either with pronouncing certain vowel and consonant sounds, you're having some problems with intonation, you're having some problems with in terms that you're pausing a little bit too much when you're speaking. Now, in terms of your language use, you have what's called limited range and control of your grammar and your vocabulary, which is preventing you from fully expressing your ideas. In terms of your topic development, you're discussing mostly basic ideas with limited details and support, and sometimes connections of ideas are a little bit unclear. Now, this is what we want to help you with. I can help you improve in your delivery, your language use, and your topic development. I can directly deal with these things in my 7-step system. For example, you have some small problems with grammar, right? That just means that you need to focus and study my grammar step 3 of my 7-step study guide. You're also having some limitations with vocabulary, right? Well, that just means that you want to focus in my step 1, my vocabulary step. You're also having problems with your pronunciation, right? That just means that you want to focus on some of my pronunciation lessons in my step 2 of my 7-step study guide. And particularly, let me talk a little bit about that right now. Now, what you want to do is once you become, well, you're already one of my students, so I'm going to give you some direct advice right now. Take the pronunciation pre-test immediately. You need to give me a chance to diagnose what problems you're having with pronunciation, and I will make some recommended lessons as some things that you need to focus on to get better, right? So just follow my advice, take the pre-test, and then study the recommended lessons. That's very important. Now, number 2, take a speaking practice test every day. Once a day is my requirement, or not my requirement, but you can't take more than one TOEFL speaking practice test per day. But you need to take the practice test so that we can give you feedback, so you know what your score is right now, you know what problems you're having, and we will also recommend lessons to help you get better. We will speak to you, not by video, but I will speak to you by audio at my Voxy Pop discussion group. That's exactly how I will talk to you as you do those speaking practice tests. So I think here is, as you're going through some of my lessons and some of my steps, and as you're doing my pronunciation and my speaking practice test, you will get better. I'm telling you. Now remember here, you only need 1 point here. It sounds easy, right? Not necessarily. You have some pretty difficult problems that you want to solve right now in terms of your speaking and your pronunciation. And the sooner you start doing those practice tests, the faster I can begin giving you comments to help you get better. All right? Work hard. Take the practice test. We'll give you the feedback. And little by little, you will get better. Now, don't think about 1 point here. I mean, let's think about bigger than this. What I want to do is to help you get 26 points or higher on the speaking, right? So that's my goal for you, and I think that's a good, noble goal. And if we can do that, we can definitely help you get closer, I think, to 110 on the TOEFL IBT. I think that's a reasonable goal for you based on your existing English proficiency. Now, I would not say this for anybody, but I would say it for you based on your situation. All right? Anyway, you said greetings from Mexico. I'm going to say greetings from California, from the United States. And again, thank you for contacting me.